Et Ness, ça fait plaisir de te revoir, j'ai grandi avec tes musiques, mais j'allais juste dire pour finir que tu parleras pas un peu français pour les francophones. Ah, l'éternel débat. En fait, comme je le dis toujours, la problématique c'est que si je parle en français, les anglophones vont me demander, vont dire qu'ils comprennent pas. Si je parle en portugais, les anglophones et les francophones vont me dire qu'ils ne comprennent pas. Sans parler d'autres qui parlent d'autres langues, il y a des Russes parfois. Donc, quand tu as un public très multi-cosmopolite et qui vient d'un peu partout, l'anglais, c'est la langue internationale. C'est pour ça que j'ai choisi de faire ce show en anglais. Je me suis pris la tête longtemps, il y a des années d'ailleurs, hein, pour mes vlogs, pour mes trucs, pour tout ce que je mets en ligne, même Instagram. Pourquoi pas en français, mais en fait, j'ai toujours eu un public international, donc c'est assez compliqué quand tu as des publics qui parlent toutes les langues de satisfaire tout le monde. Tu vas jamais... Il y a toujours quelqu'un qui va te demander pourquoi tu la chantes, pourquoi tu parles telle langue ou telle langue et telle langue. Moi, je parle 9 langues. Donc moi, je m'en fous de parler l'une ou l'autre. Mais après, c'est plus logique de parler une langue que tous les autres comprennent. Parce que là, tu as la moitié des gens qui comprennent le français, mais tu as l'autre moitié qui ne comprennent pas. Donc voilà. C'est pour ça. En tout cas, merci pour tes compliments, Ness. That's dope. MPC. I never was an MPC guy. I always was a mouse guy, mouse and screen guy. Hey, Julie, long time. How are you? Did you answer to your problematic about your different channels on Spotify? Yes. I mean, yes and no. I know what I'm gonna do. I didn't start yet because I wanted to finish my album. Now that my album is finished, I have time for me, and I'm gonna be on the administrative side because I have to see if all the songs are protected, make sure that everything is set up in all the different spaces. I'm gonna start working on reducing my number of imprints inside of the platforms, and the first I'm gonna start with is the smaller one. So that was the last name I created, was Davagani. I'm gonna turn everything into Angel City, and I will have just 3 names now. I will have Kaysha, Diamantero for everything, Afro house, Amapiano, etc. And I will have Angel City for everything from hip hop beats to house music to every genre that have an electronic feel. So this will permit me to completely reduce my amount of music in the platforms. Not my amount of brands, and help me concentrate on just being, when I want to work on Angel City, I have like a big catalog for all 3. So, but I didn't start yet. I have everything in my head, how I'm going to do it and where I'm going to start. There's just a few problems that I have to check because some products, I release them in other platforms where it's harder to change your name. In some platforms, it's not a problem. But in the older platforms that I uploaded them back then, like in 2005, 6, 7, they kind of are a pain in the ass to just do simple things, which is just asking Spotify and the other platforms to just change the metadata of the name. So actually, you don't have to. All you have to do is say this song, the name of the artist changed from Gianna Mari to Angel City, that song, etc. So you have to just go inside of all your catalog and see all the songs you want to change and turn them into different artist names. So it's it's just some it's kind of an administrative stuff. It's not complicated, but you just have to work on it. Hey, Emmanuel Etienne, la reine du COVID. I hope you're feeling good. Wow, listen, you have COVID like it's been like 2 weeks already, so you should be fine. Hopefully, I hope you don't have a long one like I did. Yeah, you should be good. And hey, we have a new stream royalty, Emmanuel Etienne, with $15. Thank you so much for your support, sister. And I hope you're doing great. Telegram is boring. I don't know. Listen, I'm a WhatsApp guy. You tell me whatever you want. I don't use iMessage on the iPhone. I have half of my family around the world, in Africa too. And WhatsApp is the app that we all use. And I mean, listen, when I go to Telegram, I don't see, I mean, privacy. Listen, leave me alone with that. Hey, what's up, Mr. Ford? Thank you. This is the way. Malcolm Beats, we're going to Spain. I'm coming. Franglais will just do fine then. Yeah, listen, I mean, sometimes I say to myself, when I have a French guest, I switch to French. But there's like you cannot satisfy everybody. That's the thing. Like whenever you speak one language, there's somebody who doesn't, know it. And if the show was all in Portuguese, I would have French people telling me yo, and an English speaker telling me yo. So then you just choose the international language, which is Chinese. No, it's English. Was good, Mr. MJ. I hope you're good. I hope the family is great. I hope your father is doing great. And you, how are you? I didn't send you that info. I have to send you that. My God, we have like 5 days to finish, to create that video. So I hope you're not too busy. On peut pas faire un site internet où le logiciel pourrait juste changer juste de la langue comme ça. On cliquerait sur la langue de notre choix. Yes, je crois que maintenant sur YouTube, il y a certaines fois où tu peux même avoir tu peux cliquer sur les sous-titres et parfois c'est en automatique et ça peut aussi te faire la traduction automatique. Mais bon, si ça entend mal un mot, ça va, c'est le bordel. Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to find the best way to simplify my catalog because as a one person, it's kind of hard. Unless another idea would have been to just hire somebody to create content for that, but that's less authentic for me. So that's what I chose. I'm gonna send it to you today. Any reason why you wouldn't put all your musical creations under the Kaysha brand? You want to experience separately to keep the Kaysha brand rooted in what you became famous for? The thing is this, I've always been a free artist. I always did what I want. I always not really cared about this idea that you got famous doing this, so you have to stay doing this. Like my music changed over the years. It's just that I realized when I did the Forever Young album that there was a limit to what people, and maybe because it was 2008, so maybe after 14 years later, people are just now used to it. But at the time that I created all the brands, I realized that there was a limit even for me. because from the first album I had Brazilian music, zouk, kizomba, rap, jazz. I was, my albums were always very eclectic, but I could say that we could say that it was like world music. At that time, doing an album with zouk, kizomba, compa, and Afro beats and reggaeton and coupe décalé and Afro house. It's still, for people, it stayed in the same realm, I would say. And most people were just, yeah, it was okay for most people. But then when I did the second CD with house music, there was a lot of pushback. Everybody was like, yo, nah, too much. So that's when I decided that the house music would be Mr. Shada, which became Monsieur de Shada. So I re-released the whole house music CD into the first album of Monsieur de Shada. And then I had Gianna Mari from before, actually, because I started actually doing house music. So I just brought it back at a point, released a vinyl, and then I was like, yeah, like Kaysha could be like the one that's famous, and then I could experiment with the others. And then, yeah, listen, I got carried away. When I started doing the hip hop beats, it became Angel City in 2001. And then, then at a point I was about to invent another guy for reggaeton, another guy for this. And then I was like, yo, it's too much. But then I already had like 2 Diamantero albums, 4 Angel City albums, 2 Monsieur de Shada album, 2 Gianna Mari albums. So, and it's always a moving target for me, because sometimes I just say to myself, yo, just do like the YouTube channel, call everything Kaysha. But then for a lot of people, Kaysha is not just the beat maker, he's also a singer. So if I would release a bunch of instrumentals with the name Kaysha, people might be like, yeah, when is he singing? So they wouldn't understand when I put the Angel City stuff out. So in terms of logic, it just made more sense to divide everything in 3 and put Kaysha for Kaysha. This brand is already, known, and people kind of know what they expect from it. And even you can do some surprise, etc. They still expect something specific, more or less, even if they know that it's inside of this. They still know it's inside of this. And outside of that, electronic music, Angel City, Afro House, etc., Diamantero. And it kind of gives you also a certain freedom when you don't have to have expectations in terms of numbers, in terms of, and it's kind of also exciting to do something from scratch, like Diamantero, go from no listeners at all to 10,000. That's amazing for me. Even if Kaysha has 300,000, but saying to yourself, in this day and age, you can go from nobody listening to you to 10,000 in 2 years, and just pushing out content and doing instrumental music, doing featurings with yourself. It's exciting as well. So I don't believe that if I just named everything Kaysha, it would be better in terms of algorithm. I mean, I don't know if the algorithm would like me to just change style so much, but I know that for me, I would be like, yo, listen, that would be more public to listen to that stuff. But if the same public, they don't recognize themselves in that stuff, then the algorithm punishes you. Because let's say you release a house music instrumental and the people who are thinking that Kaysha should be like this. They're like, oh, I don't like it, and they don't add it to their libraries, and they play it only like 20 seconds, and then they drop it. Then the algorithm will be like, oh, they don't like it, so it will not serve it to them, and then he might screw your whole dance with the algorithm. So I really believe that it's better to find 3 kingdoms and start working on those 3 instead of 7. So yeah, you know. I learned English with your songs. Wow. That's crazy. I learned English watching Eddie Murphy. So it's crazy to me that somebody learned English listening to me. That's amazing.